contribute to our independence movement. Every Biafra business owner must allocate resources to support our freedom and our recognition. You see, because when you contribute to our freedom, you are not giving charity. You are investing in a future where Biafra will not face this extinction again. Yeah. So I will yield my mic here. I think I've spoken at length. I have laid the foundation. When time permits, when we have less speakers, I will, take the mic again and continue from where I stop. Hardcore, are you there? Hardcore, are you there?
Yes, Adanne, Tuto.
Okay. Yeah, you have the mic, please. Go ahead.
I'm very sorry, biafrans. I'm very, very sorry. You know, people have been talking about being attacked. So, you know, those days I will be hearing someone saying, my account is under attack. My account is under attack. My phone. I never understood what the person is saying until I think it's almost 1 week now. It's as if an ink has been marked on my side, both Facebook, both TikTok, anywhere. I can't even go in. But this is one of the things we need to pass through. Because our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, said, when you are in this struggle and doing everything you are doing and no one is attacking you, it means you are not doing well. But once you see them attacking you, calling you all sorts of names, trying to stop you, it means you are doing amazingly well. So, Biafrans, I'm really sorry. For those who only wait to hear my voice, like I always wait to hear Nkiru's voice. I always wait to hear Nkudinamba speak. Sometimes I'm wondering to hear information minister, why is he not speaking today? I'll be waiting, Tutor, Obatago, let her speak. This is how so many Biafran wishes to hear from many of us. For those who wish to hear from me for long, I'm sorry. And thank you for your patience. And by the grace of God, I'm going to overcome it. Because all one winter. Greetings to everyone. Greetings. Yesterday program, I'm still got my Wi-Fi is being restored. So yesterday program, I'm going to listen to it all again. Understand? But then, from what I'm seeing here, I'm going to speak based on the topic on ground. I want to greet everyone. Ancestral, I greet you. David Nana, the questionnaire, the only man who the question. Happy hate. Greet you, brother. Benowa, ezigbo mmadụ. Biafran, I greet you. Betty Ada Biafra, I greet you. Where's the Simon? Biafra, Mary Toka, take him. And now you get them. Ezebina Biafra, Dalo, thank God in the business of ya. Clement Ekenengi, veteran doctor. Lewem. Simon, but EC. First time I'm seeing this name, EC. I greet you. Ibropa DSS, I still greet you. Ibronyo Osimi, I still greet you. Ibropa Nebunwa Biafra, Abia Magoziegi, and replenish your pockets. Freedom, I thank you. Rage and Fury, take it from there. AKA Ndewo Machineke. I greet you. I know you are smiling right now. One them calling Sekenengi, attitude, Oluchuku, Brian Williams, Shima, okay. Onyejuwa, nobody. Onyejuwa means who is holding the world, who is in charge of nobody apart from Elohim, the Almighty. Onyejuwa, Afaga Makadalo, Ihechi, the light of the world, Ihechiwa, Ihechiwa. Ihechi Kangbaga Afagi, Ihechiwa. Oh, ya can know Chaporo Yaheshua because they can pronounce it. I said, no, Yahoshua. Mano Yaheshua. Oh, ya bu Elohim. Oh, ya bu Chuko Gabiama. Oh, ya bu Jason, Nwa David, onye carpenter. Ana Kora in our sponsor. Afa nwe nwoke bu Yaheshua, the light of the world. Not just know Yahoshua. Until we get that document that is in the archive in Vatican, we will know exactly the contents of what they ask us to read and believe in. Emeka Socrates, I greet you. Biafran Liaison, just one more question. CEO, I greet you. Nwa Biafra, love Akabundo, success, Ekenengi. Izude de 18, ezigbo mmadụ Nkechi Edemma, Ekenegidem nna mmadụ ka nkụ, Eke Joseph Swopulos, Oravoge, Oscar Trooks, Esi Asie Bunam, Asiama Mbugi nwanne, kama ekpọrọ gị asị ya nwụọ. Okori 0246, Ekenengi Holland, Ancestor, William Elui. Hey, the man about William. They are over too much. I believe you will not be trickish. As a Nwa Biafra, Elohim, Nwa Biafra, Ekenengi, Miriam Ozo Dikanoto. Onyi 2024, Emmanuel O, Angel John, Chuksma, Ekenengi, and so many others I cannot mention. As you have heard your name, so the heaven have taken note that you are present today. As your name is being mentioned, so your blessings are building up for Elohim to bless you. Thank you, Umuchineke. Thank you, all formidables, gatekeepers, for being present, for representing, for standing your ground, for never shift, for maintaining the courses and standing to hold on to the templates that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoku, through his father, who is our leader, Namodi Okuchukano, the banner he gave to him, which he has presented and handed over to us through the pioneering of Mazi Okechukere. We all have vowed that this banner will never be raised down. So thank you to my leaders. MNK, I thank you. Our PM, you are exceptional. A man with courage. When I'm walking there and saying, no tongue with him, but oh, she our Maria Gota. Those that understand know what I said. So greeting to all, and more exceptionally and especially to the triple star general, Igwe Ikogo. Onye ga-ebute ụzọ, ọ sị gị ka m bute ụzọ. Ewekpozie ya, bute ụzọ. Daalụ nwanne m. General of all generals. Nwanne na man you be o. Asị ọcha ọgwụla agwụ, ọ bụrụ onu ndị be anyị. Nọrọ ọfụma nwanne. Onwe ihe ga-eme gị. Ọnwụ ga-egbu gị. Ya gbuo Tinubu. Because you are more important than all those foolish ones who are betraying us. Thank you, my able 3-star general. Commander Gentle Ekenengi, Madok Hebu, you have shown the world that you are a great man. The victory you are registering at Okigwe, it is been documented. Our children are going to study Okigwe victory in history of education and history of Biafran development. When the time comes, and Gentle, your name will be there. It is a mark for future, ancestral mark for generations to come. Ekenengi, be strong. Be strong. Angel Makeup, Madokebu, Dalo, I greet you. I'm taking my time there from Buka. I'm very sorry. This privilege has been denied from me for almost 1 week. So I want to enjoy it at my own peak. Makeup, Dalo. Any statement or message you are passing, biafrans are getting it. Even those who hear and pretend they don't hear, when it entered their ear, as they are lying down, they are not sleeping well. And they will never sleep well until they get up to support this freedom we are talking about. So my brother, Chisike, and the Kena Bagare now worry. This message is for you, Makeup. Chete na anya na ntị ada afụ. Anya na ntị ada afụ. As long as your eye can never see your ear, that is how far God will keep you away from your enemies. That's what I mean. Thank you all. And I go back and I also extend to my brother, BRGIE, the intelligent officer on board. The most rugged. Amar keji abadalu. Where boy? Tokwe honam. Don't worry him. Oye meto boy. Asitik bugbo ya. Oye meto bugbo ya. Mbada gide kwe. Ma bata kwe. Don't worry him. Tokwe honam. US-Nigerian arms deal is a red flag for biafrans. Biafran lives /fund BDF. Sincerely speaking, I just want to believe. Oh, I believe, because if I'm on the last this day program, maybe I will know where to stand. But to me, I don't know what is the outcome of the program yesterday because I wasn't there. I came in lately. But what I know is that this is propaganda. In essence, to a kind of ridicule the effort our lobbyists and our APM has made so far in bringing Nigeria to their knees before the US Parliament. Dear friends, I want you all to also understand that as we have lobbyists and we are also contributing, struggling with the little we can get, Nigerians also have those who can lobby way to counter whatever we are doing. Don't you forget this. Put it in your mind. So if they can lobby their way in to counter our petitions, what else do you think? Media propaganda. To make the world believe that US is with them. And to make the gullible ones who are sitting on the fence to say, is it not the same US? And once your spirit begins to go this direction, believe me, you are losing it. What I want to say now, I wish it can be copied out and someone will tag at POTUS, President Trump of US. Dede Trump, Mazi Trump, Igwe Trump, the man of peace. The man that Biafrans love so much. If my voice can get to you, I want you to understand one thing. That the last time you won election, Biafrans rised up in Biafra land and they were celebrating your victory happily in Iguacha, in Mpo at Onitsha, at Aba. The joy of your victory was in the heart of all those youths who were moving around the street flying the flag of the United States of America. But little did they know that that day will be the last day they will spend on earth. The Nigerian terrorist military in uniform invaded the venue where they are celebrating you, Trump, the victory of you, Trump. Mazi, President Trump, your victory. That day, it was a black day for Biafrans. The military in uniform, the terrorist military in uniform, invaded the arena and they slaughtered all those youths with live bullets before everyone, along the road, on the street, everywhere. It was a martial order from Asorok, shoot aside. So many parents become fatherless and motherless. So many women lost their husband and they become widows. And some fathers who could not meet up to join their wives lost their wife and their children at the arena of celebration. But because of the corruption of the world and the human rights and United Nations, that particular event, that particular evil that was done against Biafrans was hidden. Until today, nobody talks about it. And nobody has been held accountable for that atrocity, for celebrating your victory. And God gave you the opportunity to come back again to rule America. Are you going to sell weapons to the same people who are killing the only black existing Jewish communities, Jewish nation located in West Africa, which are the Biafrans, while you defend and support Israel? Master Trump, I want you to know that the same blood in your skin is red, likewise mine. The only difference between me and you is our skin. And God that you call upon is the same God I'm calling upon. Why are we marked for diminution and for destruction? What is our crime? All we ask is freedom to live like every other human being on earth. Nothing much. We have never killed anyone. We have no reason to take any country. We never attack any country like the Hamas did to Israel. We are peace-loving people. We have millions of our people in America who are contributing to the economy and growth of America. What is our sin that you will sell weapons to our enemies? Russia is there. Despite all the attack that Russia is facing, they never leave or betray Burkina Faso. The love we have for you is more than the love that even Burkina Faso have for Russia. We love Americans. How the population of Biafrans who live in America is high more compared to Biafrans who live in Russia. Apart from the population of Biafrans who live in America, when you check the population of all the black Americans who come to become citizens of America through slave trade, 75% of them are Biafrans. I hit my chest. Sold into slavery through their ancestors. What is our crime? With the presence of our brothers who are black Americans and with our presence in West Africa, can't you see that the spirit can connect if you can support and make sure that we are free? If you don't know it, that the aim and target of all Islamic nation is to take away the greatness in America. And in West Africa, we are the only allies. We are the only allies that can support and help America to achieve what they have, what they need. Why are we being put down? As of last 2 years, the Nigerian terrorist government keep attacking us. And when they are being encountered with our BLAs, we discover that most of the weapons and the equipment that we are using were American equipments. We never complain because we know that Joe Biden and his own cohorts are there. But now you are here on the throne. God has given you the key to help the poor. Make use of it, Donald Trump. If you don't know, we the Biafrans are like a ship marked with ink. already proposed for slaughter, waiting for the date to be taken to abattoir, slaughtered and shipped to the market. For the fact we are existing is because we refuse to die. For the fact we are existing is because we refuse to give our heads for the enemies to cut. For the fact we are existing is because we refuse to sell ourselves, our soul, and spirit and body. For the fact we are existing is because we refuse to sell our land. As long as our ancestors never give up, we will not give up. America did not give up. Israel never give up. Russia did not give up. Even the Ukraine, upon all the Russia is doing to them, they never give up. Why will I give my land for a stranger to take over? It is your law in UN. Signed and stamped by so many countries, including Nigeria. The law of self-defense. The law of freedom of speech. What is our crime? Why is everyone deaf and dumb watching to see biafrans being cleared out? Crude oil. Or is it because of the undiscovered, discovered and untapped resources, which the British found out, but they refuse to touch it because they know our ancestors are too tough. The reports are in the archive. We know, few of us know what we have. And any day we'll make it public to our people. It's not going to be easy. Biafrans, you are blessed in beneath that your compound, that land you are living, that you're building, under that building is worth billions upon billions of dollars. If you don't know, that is the reason for the silence. Nobody, I repeat, nobody is coming to help us. I repeat again, nobody. And I want to direct this statement to the People's General. We're in guerrilla warfare. And when you are in guerrilla warfare, if your enemy take a particular channel, you give them distraction. When you give them distraction, they will lose their stand. As long as Okigwe is being defended, there must be a distraction somewhere. COC. That's the code. I have no directional, but that is the only way I can pass it. And as long as those who are receiving the money, as long as those who are discussing and dialoguing with our enemies still move around with their siren every day along the expressways and all the road in Biafra land, nobody will take us serious. Let's hit the hammer directly on the nails. Then you will see them on their news. Biafrans. Of what will it cost you that every Saturday you will go 2 bottles of beer from the beer in Ango? Some of them in that Onitsha. Now, some of them can put a crate of Star under their leg and empty it with nkwobi soup isiewu gonye masa habu. Benue people were once living that life, enjoying. Medugri, Plateau, they were once every evening they gather in the bar. But today, even the bar is no longer in existence. Talk more of them going there. And before your eyes, all this is approaching. They are drawing close to your land. And you think it's a joke. You think it's a drama or Nollywood. I'm a shop because that is the mentality that will destroy you. These people know what they are doing. They are not only attacking to eliminate us, they are also trying and finding a way to provoke and our ancestors and the gods of the land. Ask me how. For a Fulani to kidnap brother and the sister, and instead of letting them go, they ask the brother to have a sexual intercourse with the sister in that land, inside that forest. They want to desecrate the land. They know what they are doing. They are not only dealing with us physically, financially, they also want to desecrate our land spiritually. And some people read that news and they are saying, we are going to protest. Protest to who? Protest to who? Whereas you know you have men you can fund your bills to, and they will track that particular squad that did that and track them down and deal with them. But because your friend who is going to listen to you is also an APC member, another friend is a Labour Party, and you are PDP, and you allow this stupidity to control your mindset that you don't reason about your freedom anymore concerning your fatherland. And when someone wants to talk to you, you always want to be political rights with your big car and long English. Whereas you know that when Fulani knock at your door, you cannot defend yourself. Today, on my side is Saturday. Make your contribution. Don't do it because of Ogenkere. Don't contribute because of me. Contribute because of Biafran Liberation Army, who are there to protect you. Keep the receipt with your name intact. Keep the information with your name intact, that you may be able to give your children a better stand when the time comes. That you may be able to put your family at least first-class citizens when the time comes. You know, we are saying it is like a play. For the very first time, someone becomes serious and mean in this struggle to deal with anybody, not minding whether we are one. It is now. And who is that? Mazoge Chubunkere. The first person to become very mean and decided to deal with anyone with laws. Call it wickedness. And I say that is intelligent of the highest level. And that is disciplinarity, and that is what makes you a man and a freedom fighter. You came and lambasted my name, tell the whole city that I'm a criminal. I came to your house, I stole your money. And when I tried to defend myself, you rubbished me because you feel you have a level, because you feel you have the whole ground. And now I'm holding something that will destroy you, which is the law. You are running around. Shut up! No mercy for the bastards. There's no mercy. They're all bastards. If you cannot see the pains of Mazin Nandekano for so many years, and you cannot see the pains of our PM for all these months he has been there, you cannot see the death of our children, you cannot see the death of mothers and everyone that is dying in Biafra land, and yet you have the temerity to rise to destroy the struggle. I say, you are a bastard, and God will punish you. No mercy, and there's no forgiveness. No matter how you pretend. When the hour comes, the net of justice will grab you. Be you who. So, Biafrans, today is Saturday. Let us do the needful. Even if, no matter if, why I love myself, even when I don't have, I feel no matter how little I have, I must make sure I give it away. Because that little thing you will contribute may be the one that will buy that granite that will bring down one zoo idiot that is coming to kill us. And heaven will record it for you. I repeat, like I always said, the gods will never do for a man what a man must do for himself. Omakobi donye, Omakobi donye biano, Omakosi derimo, Omakosi derimo, biao, Obuyane lemanya, Omarobi mo biano, Chukwa biamale, Chukum biafra biano, Iyeri obale no biano, Botuzo nwanne mo, Iyeri obale biao, Gentle nwanne mo, Iyeri obale no biano, Njemekọpụ nwanne, Iyeri obale no biano, Simon Ekpao, Iyeri obale biao, Nnamdi Kanu, Iyeri obale no biano, Oge nkere, Iyeri obale no biano, Tuto nwanne mo, Iyeri obale no biano, Toti Villa, Iyeri obale no biano, 1 million nwanne mo, Iyeri obale no biano, Nkodi na mba, Iyeri obale no biano, MID nwanne mo, Iyeri obale no biano, Omakosi dirimo, Omakosi dirimo biao, Chiumu Biafra, anyị na-ayọ gị bịao, Odimegwu Ojukwu, Iyeri obale bịao, Philip Effiong, Iyeri obale bịao, Maazị Okoko Ndemo, Iyeri obale no bịano, Omakosi dirimo, Omakosi dirimo bịao, ọ bụ ya na-ele m anya, Chukwu abịa male bịao, Eze ndị eze, onye na-eme mma bịao, Omakosi dirimo, Omakosi diri anyị bịao, Chukwu mụ Biafra, anyị na-ele gị anya bịanụ, Chukwu ọkaigwe, anyị na-akpọ gị bịao, Chukwu mụ ọkaigwe, anyị na-akpọ gị bịanụ, Omakosi dirimo, Omakosi dirimo bịanụ, Omakosi dirimo, Omakosi dirimo bịao, Iyeri obale, Iyeri obale bịao, Iyeri obale, Iyeri obale bịao, Iyeri obale, Iyeri obale no bịanụ, Iyeri obale, Iyeri obale no bịanụ, Omakosi dirimo, anya mmiri na-agba m bịao, Omakosi dirimo, akwa na-agụ m bịao, Chukwu mụ Biafra, anyị na-akpọ gị bịanụ, Iyeri obale, Iyeri obale bịao. Airborne! Airborne! Oh God! At last, all must hail Biafra! Thank you, my people. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you, Hardcore. Thank you so very much. Thank you for raising your voice to the world to hear that we don't want this arm deal. We don't need it. They have killed us enough. We have laid down instances where the previous ones, where it landed in the hands of the terrorist government. It landed in the hand of Shetima. Shetima, who said he'll be in charge of security in 2023 election campaign, have passed it on to what is the other one's name? Somebody remind me. Oh, Gumi. He passed it to Gumi. Gumi has created so many terrorist groups in Nigeria, and it is his job because he is the one that negotiates with them. Gumi is the one that said they should fund Igbo to fight Igbo, fund Biafrans to fight Biafrans. Yes, Gumi said it. Gumi is the one that goes and dine with these terrorists. He knows where to find them. Nigeria is the one that is funding terrorism. Any country giving Nigeria aid or giving them weapons or arms, they are supporting terrorism. And we know that the United States of America are not part of this, because the old weapon they gave is still being used today. So there should be no new weapon sent to Biafra land, because once you send it to Nigeria, I have laid down so many things about this since the space started. It will end up in the hands of the terrorists which they have integrated. So my people, please, let's be guided. We are not here to, fight the US. We are here to raise our voices for the world to know, for US in particular, and every other countries that may be nothing in mind, thinking that US will approve. US will never approve this. They will never approve this, because they are also fighting against terrorism. We are not the ones that have told them where their US aid funding went to. They are the ones that found it out that it went to funding of terrorism, particularly Boko Haram. Boko Haram is just an umbrella shielding other terrorist groups in Nigeria. Al Qaeda is in Nigeria, ISIS is in Nigeria, ISWAP. There are so many Fulani herdsmen. They are all in Nigeria. Nigeria has become a safe haven for terrorists because Nigerian government is the one sponsoring them. Nigerian government is the one shielding them. Nigerian government is the one putting them on a payroll. Nigerian government is the one protecting them. But the good thing is that when they send them to our side, with our little resources, our defense also deal with them. And our defense have so many evidences that the weapons that they are using to fight us are from the US, which is from the old supplies that they made to Nigeria. And we have gathered to say, do not give this new one. Congressmen and women, do not approve it, because they will use to kill Christians and Biafrans. Yeah, Ancestral, your hand was up before. I don't know if you're still close to your mic. Ancestral, you have the mic now. Ancestral, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. Yeah, depending on our time location. Am I coming out?
Yeah, sorry, Ancestral. Please, hold on, please. I have checked. People have not shared the space. So I wonder what you are doing in a government space without sharing. Sharing of the space is free. It doesn't require a gemma. If you don't share, how will others know that we are live? We are talking about propagating our information. Please share the space. First thing when you join the space, click the share button and share it so that others will see. We are only 62, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I think we would have been more than this. As I said, this space will not last for a very long time because we have another scheduled space. So okay, we are 71 now. Please share the space. Go ahead, the ancestor. Sorry for that.
Okay, so I'm thanking everybody that is in the space right now. If I begin to mention name, I think it will be this thing, but all protocol observed. I thank our brother that finished speaking hardcore. and every other person. So on the topic that we're treating today, why the US-Nigeria Arms Day is a red flag for Biafran lives as fund BDF. All of us have seen the impact of what we are doing on how it is yielding fruit, how we have been crying and talking on the space every day. Like people that spoke yesterday and during our information minister space with the chiefs yesterday. You know, these people now they are just running propaganda that the US are selling arms to them. Now there's one thing we can understand that it when Trump came in, when he was sworn in, he was the person that said that US taxpayers, that the previous administration that are using it to aid and abet sponsor Boko Haram and other terrorist organization. Everybody know about that. So all these things we are saying, US is aware of that. Like what we are saying, they are not going to sell any arms to Biafrans. But the only thing that we are letting them to know is that if they try to sell any arms to Nigerian government, the arms will finally end up in the hands of the Boko Haram, in the hand of Fulani bandits. Because all of us have seen it and know about it. Nigerian government, they don't even hide it. The world is aware of it. They will go and recruit Boko Haram into the Nigerian army. The same army they say they are fighting, they will send the same army to the Sambisa forest, other places. The Boko Haram will kill the army, will lead ambush. After killing the army, the same army they killed, the same Boko Haram that killed them, they will recruit them. They say they are repentant Boko Haram and carry them officially and put them into Nigerian military. The same weapon they still get, they will use it and give to this Boko Haram. They will be using it to be killing people. Are we not aware several bombings? We see it with Nigerian Air Force. They will carry an operation. They say they want to bomb Boko Haram. They will wipe out a village. Sometimes they will go to IDP camp. They know that that place is an IDP camp. They will bomb it. They say no, they didn't know. They thought it's a Boko Haram. They will just wipe those people out. Christians systematically destroying people's land, taking people's land, because no other person will leave and come and challenge them. You see what they are doing. So on that, America, they know all these things. So to me, I believe they are just running this propaganda to weaken the morale of our people, not to contribute. No, maybe America have having a deal. America is selling. Even if America sell arms to them, we are going to destroy them. Okay, see this one they made open. What of the other ones? Maybe they go to the black market and buy arms. Our men will still destroy them. So the only thing I'm saying is that America should not say arms to them. If there is anybody here listening that is from America, because that's the other day we were in space. There's one name I checked. I saw he's a white man from America. Or all of them that are here in this space. So I believe any of them that is here in this space listening, they should tell their government that Nigeria is a terrorist country. They should not sell arms to them. If it arms that enter their hands, they will use it and destroy Biafrans and destroy Christians. People from Plateau, people from Sokoto, people from Katsina, Christians, they will take over their land. Nigerian military, they will destroy them. So they should not sell arms to them. That is the only thing I want to say. And again, our people, we should stay fast and fund our BDF. We know, we'll see these latest about 3 or 4 days now, what is happening. And our brothers that have come out to tell us the what is happening in Biafra land. So the only thing that we have to do now is to fund them. Fund. That is the only thing. So we should not panic. Our lives matters a lot. They cannot even destroy us. Even if the whole, okay, the other day there was this arm badge, where they write names. when our PM was still with us. They use this thing. This one is not even arms. I don't know whether it is a American machinery, anybody that went and fought with along with the zoo soldiers to attack our men. He was killed. Let me call it, he is a hired machinery. Maybe it is not legal, but not from this thing. It is a hired machinery. They want to go and fight. The other people from Western world, other Arab world, different people, they have hired. We hear our commander said it. They have come, France, many countries, machinery, they have come. But they will die, they will be destroyed. I trust our God, I trust our ancestors, I trust the land of the gods of our land. They have wake up to fight. So no matter what they come, even if no matter anything they use, any bird that flies in the air must be brought down. Despite who make it, despite who manufactured it, they must be destroyed. So we should get stronger. Every day that we are going on this, the only thing that will make us to win is to get stronger, to have that strong heart. That is, even if they are doing, we should get that our hearts at the back. Have a wicked heart against them, not against our own people, but against our enemies. Because they are so much, they are crying. That is the reason why they want to, because this one is, nobody will tell us that it is another systematic of crying. No longer when Musa will go to the Senate and be crying, say, hey, Simon have taken over our airspace, they are killing our soldiers. No, they are just letting to try to know that they are decimating our soldiers. That is their soldiers. That is what we want to say. They want to sell arms to them. This thing. During the war, US made arms, Russia made arms, Ukraine made arms, even former USSR made arms. We are brought back to Biafran land, but no arms that came from foreign destination. We locally and the traditional manufactured our own arms. We destroyed them, all of them. So I'm not even afraid of that. That genuity is still, that spirit is still embedded in our DNA. So the only thing now, like I said, we should get stronger and get stronger. The only thing that can make us our men to destroy it is our agenda. Because for them to do anything on their own, they need money to buy some certain things. Local they will use to do anything, to cook soup that they will cook and give to our enemy. Because when they eat our soup, they must buy it. That is the only thing. So we should not get trouble. We should not fear. Let us be strong. Like there's this song that a hardcore song sang now. Eri Obam. If you really understand that meaning, the meaning of that song, we know that E is a river in Biafra land, and E is a very powerful deity in Biafra land. Church people, they do sing it, but they don't even understand the meaning of that song. If you are in the middle of ocean about to sink, about to be drowned, if Iyerobam is with you, you cannot even drown. Iyerobam will use sand and fill that water, that high ocean. You will see yourself flying on the top of the water. Everywhere will be like a stone, and you'll be flying. So that is the meaning of Iyerobam. So hardcore will not even understand that deep meaning of that song he sang. Iyerobam. We cannot be drowned because we are the children of Iyerobam. We are the children of Chukwukika Abiyama. We must win this war. So everybody should get strong and be strong and be strong again. And the only thing that can answer us now, what we need, is our agenda. So I want to drop it here so another person will speak. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ancestor. Thank you so much for your submission. That was a good one. Thank you so much. Yeah, 1 million, I think, is your turn now. Senior citizen, please try and come up again. So 1 million, you have the mic.
Yeah. Bia. Bia.
Ihere ọba mere.
Hey!
Ihere ọba
Okike
mere
abịama.
Ihere ọba mere. Yoruba me,
Yes.
Biano,
Yeah.
Yoruba me, Yoruba
Oh,
me,
hear your
Biano,
bamo.
Yoruba me, Yoruba me, Biano, Utuzo one nemo, Utuzo one nemo, Biano, gentle one nemo, gentle one nemo, Biano, baby face yo, baby face in one Biano, 1 million, Chuku nonsanyo, Biano, Tuton one nemo, Aquana gumo, Biano, Nkiru one name,
What the
Anameke,
family? I am
Biano,
ready go.
Stella one nemo, Ewo one nemo, Biano, Yerioba,
Yoruba me.
Biao. Airborne!
Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrows. Across this bridge, there will be no more pain. The sun's gonna rise across the river, and we will never be unhappy
for destruction.
again.
What is our crime? All we ask is freedom to live like every other human being on earth. Nothing much. We have never killed anyone. We have no reason to take any country. We never attack any country like the Hamas did to Israel. We are peace-loving people. We have millions of people in America who are contributing to the economy and growth of America. What is our sin that you will sell weapons to our enemies?
Mazi butuo.
Obi adoroma.
Ama m n'obi adịrịghị ma butuo, don't worry. Kamu kọchapụ ihe ahụ nọ n'obi. Oh, before Aunty Nkiru were iwe na-abịa Mike, ma anya ya na-acha ibu self more red than you. Ọ bata here na gbagwo ugwo. Ịma ka ekwuru akwụ ibu self butuo anyị emerigo. So o nwere ihe m na-agwa ndị ụmụ Biafra. Ana m asị ya na bekee because Biafra pụtara 40 steeti. At that 40 steeti o nwere ndị na-anaghị anụ asụsụ, o nwere ndị na-anaghị anụcha asụsụ eluigwe. So but anyị niile nwecha awa asụsụ eluigwe ka anyị niile na-asụ. So ka m gụọ ya n'asụsụ oyibo. O nwere egwu awa egwu nkasi obi and ọwa egwu olileanya. Egwu a ncheta egwu a like this, obi esie m ike. O nwere ihe ego a na-akọwa, so ọwụ ndị nwe ntị ga-aghọta before me my submission, because Aunty Tutos na who our professor na kwesịrị na-aghọta ihe anyị na-ekwu. Ya ka m ji na-asị, across the bridge there will be no more sorrow. Across this bridge there will be no more pain, for the sun's gonna rise across the river, and we will never be unhappy again. The message has been sent. That is going to happen. So very, very soon. And back to our topic. Greetings, everybody. Hard call, Aunty Tutos, one, Ancestral. You just took words out of my mind. Everything that was in my mind, you have said it, but just I'm going to touch light because you make my brain to begin to, go so far. One thing about me is that I'm not writing anything down, but the way Chukwu Okike Abiama has given me the words, that is how I'm going to put it. So now, based on the topic we have here, everybody has laid their foundations, has laid their topic, and has laid their submissions, giving reasons and all that. So now I want to make it very clear. Remember, this thing did not start today. Since 1967, when we lost over more than 5 million civilians in Biafran land, unreportedly, uncovered, it was a silent genocide where because this war since 1967, because so where that was when, even when the Nigeria aggressors, you know, has the even upper hand than now to get whatsoever, and they did. So I just want to remind at least the international community, because even though that after everything, everybody will just move on, and you know, we just like, you know, let's see how it is, and it's over more than after that time. Now it's over, getting to how many years now? Over 60 or over 100 years now. The genocide did not stop. But one thing, my point is here, remember that I could remember that according to the history, there are so many countries, you know, I'm not trying to bring that, you know, Nigeria has the hand to make sure that they block everywhere, they get anything, get any help, any assistance, whatsoever, whether they are getting it through lie or whatsoever, or their attention, whether it is being known or not known. That one was not the issue. But as long as they were getting all the whole support that they have been getting for good 3 years, between 1967 to 1970, still they was unable to conquer or, you know, subdue we, the Biafran people. It did not happen. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is that we have to have conscience sometimes in whatever we are doing. If we watch very carefully now, you will understand that the ground that we, the Biafran people, are backing on now. Our ground now, it's not as if maybe we are giving up. It's not as if maybe we are surprised, or not as if, because we are now living in a civilized world. We are now living in a digital era. So this is the opportunity that we didn't have during 1967 to 1970. So apart from that, Biafra was not subdued. Our territories, our land was not conquered by this Nigerian state, terrorist state. Despite all these weapons and all these things that they got, even including the blockade from Cameroon and all that, they was not able to, you know, subdue us. It all came to a round table, although all was not met. So now, at this point, the reason why we, the Biafran people, are, you know, taking it as an obligation to come up here, because we know that the media was also part of the war against we, the Biafran people, that made, you know, so many things to just looks like is like maybe when as we are talking today, it looks like as many people are surprised. What are these people saying? Are they serious? Are they really? Is this real? You know. So because there were no media to document, you know, to document those things in the public, you know, most especially in the international community, to other countries or all over the world. So that is the reason why we having this platform, that's the reason why we have the opportunity today to speak out, to expose the atrocity, the agenda of the so-called Nigeria. We understand that Nigeria has lost value all over the world. We understand that. But, you know, in all this, they still try to see how they can strive, but it's not working and it's not going to work. So this selling of purchasing or this proposal or whatsoever that they are trying to put. I just want the international community and the world to understand, most especially the US government, you know that we hold them in a very high esteem, and so to understand that at the end of the day, no amount of weapon. This is why I'm saying all this is that if you check now since 1967, because this thing now I'm saying that it's not just only based on Biafran people, but this thing is also, endangering the lives of other indigenous people in Nigeria. So this thing is also endangering lives of others in Nigeria. Selling arms or giving any arms, because if you watch very carefully, all the whole arms that they have acquired, that they have been acquired since they have been acquiring since all this while, where did those arms ended in? Have we ever asked ourselves, or have you ever asked a question, why is it that Nigeria, that even the United Kingdom today is even warning her citizens that out of 36 states of Nigeria, that 26 is no-go area in Nigeria? Why do you think that the Canadian government is warning her citizens from traveling to Nigeria? Why do you think that even the United States government will warn her citizens to be careful to be careful and mindful the way they are traveling to Nigeria? Why do you think that so many companies are fleeing and leaving Nigeria? It is as a result of all these arms and ammunitions that they have acquired in the past. What they do is that they surrender all these things, all these arms and ammunition, to the Boko Haram, the terrorists that they are grooming, that they have been grooming. Of course, the one that they are in charge of. Everything that we are seeing here is based on evidences and facts. How many of us here can remember the last ambush that took place? I think that took place around that was close to Abuja. I cannot remember the specific town or the village close to Abuja, where the Nigerian army were ambushed, and every ammunition that was that was within their possession were taken. Not only that, we are also aware of the attacks of barracks, not even one, not two, barracks, where they attack barracks and cater away with all these ammunitions. Till today, till tomorrow, there has never been any attempt, any move, any official statement, or any, that is, attempts to even go, to even say that they are going to recover or going to get those things back. Why are we not asking questions? Why is all these things happening? It is because these are the same government. They are one in one with Nigerian government. So there is no need. The reason why we, the Biafran people, because I will stand bold and say it, because if you did not succeed, after all the weapons, because I don't want to be saying it now as if now it looks as if maybe if they are acquiring weapons now, they are bringing the whole weapons to Biafran land. And it will look as if maybe we, the Biafran people, are complaining, or maybe we are scared or we are afraid. No, because they did the same when even other parts of the zoo were not conquered then, where other parts of the zoo have not been be terrorized in this manner today. Benue is gone. So many parts of the state in the northern part is gone, being controlled and collecting taxes by these Boko Haram terrorists. Do you understand the fact? Okay, now, then everybody was there. They were busy doing their things then, but they did not succeed with all the effort, with everything. So we are not saying these things based on because we are scared that because maybe the reason why I am saying this thing now, and the reason why we are saying all these things is that this is also going to endanger the lives of other innocent indigenous people in Nigeria. Of course, they have already started it. This one now, if it gets to their hand, do you know what it means? It's not just like maybe they are coming to Biafran land. They are going to use it now to at least conclude the remaining parts. Because Biafran territory is no-go area. They are aware of that. They know. So there is no time. They don't have time. They are running out of time. So they have to do everything possible, since they are, at least the world have refused to understand that Nigeria is supposed to cease to exist as a country. Since that Nigeria is still existing now, so that is why you see they are making a very good use of the advantage that they have now. At least the world have not. Thank God that Canada now has now recognized that at least some of the. In fact, let me say, thank God that Canada has now recognized that Nigeria is a terrorist state. So that is a very good one. And we want others to follow as well. There is a reason. If a country like Canada can recognize Nigeria as a terrorist state, what is others waiting for? Is it not the same country that you have been warning your citizens not to visit? Out of 36, 26 is no-go area. My brothers, my sisters, can't we ask, is this the same country that we will still allow to exist? Not to talk of even having the confidence, the balls to come out publicly to say that they are proposing to seek to buy arms, buy more arms and ammunition that they are going to give to their terrorists, to terrorize the people. Without the aid of Nigerian government, how can all these things happen? Is it not the same Nigerian government that went to Kenya to kidnap a British citizen, a Biafran citizen, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for good 5 years till today? Has there anything been done about it? So it is our duty. We are privileged. We are very, very grateful that we have this platform to expose them to the length that we can. But one thing is for sure: Biafra land can never be conquered, and we are going to continue to defend our land until we are liberated. That is a fact. So this proposal is like dead on arrival. It's only going like a propaganda to me, because for me, I have said it before, I'm not scared. I am not worried. I am not worried. But the truth have to be told. We have to be outspoken. These things was part of what was used against the Biafran people. And I believe that as we are here exposing the Nigerian, the intentions, evidences, facts and evidences to the world, I believe that they are all taking notes, because we will not allow what happened in 1967 to repeat itself in 2025. And we are not going to we are not ready to back down any inch, any day, until the world is going to hear our voice. I am pleading on the United States government, based on evidences, not based on emotion, not based on because they are killing us, not based on weakness, to look into our submissions and our proposal against this evil intention, this evil agenda of the Nigerian terrorist government of proposing of the sales of arms to them. We just want them to know that these arms is not going to be used for any of those purposes that you think that it is going to be used for, but rather it will be willingly, officially submitted to the same terrorists that has been terrorizing all over the states, just for the sake of other indigenous people, for the sake of those people that has been massacred. 200 was massacred in a day. They did not come with walking stick. We have evidences where these terrorists, in their numbers, they supply them these weapons with helicopter. brand new, the same way you ship it from United States to Nigeria, the same way it will go direct to these terrorists. If they did not supply them in the bushes where they are occupying, or in the states where they are occupying already and collecting taxes, they will make a plan when they were going to come and attack barracks, because those ammunitions, immediately you bring them, they are going to store it inside the barracks. So they will now make plan an attack. When they attack the barrack, they will empty the whole barrack and go away with every ammunition and everything that is in that barrack. At the end of the day, the indigenous people, the innocent civilians, will be the one to suffer it, to suffer it, because they don't have any defense. Because they are still believing that since United States of America has not condemned Nigeria, they are still believing that Nigeria exists. So innocently, when these terrorists that they are recruiting into their army and their navy, police and everything, when you give them this weapon, they will send them into the society. And when they get there, they will be using those weapons to be oppressing the innocent one, killing them, extorting their organs, doing all sorts of manner, raping them, and nothing will happen. Why? Do you know why? Because these people are working hand to hand with the government, because the government officially that is recruiting them, bringing them in. This is the problem of Nigeria. But one thing I want to say now before I read my mic. This war has started since 1967, and we, the Biafran people, have a solution. We are weak. We are strong. We are not weak. The solution now is that if the world, everybody has been supporting Nigeria since all this while, giving them everything, LDO aid, and they have not made any wave. Still yet they are going down. They are going down. Please, can the world, can the international community, all those people that have been supporting them, both Africa, everybody, can they just stop and give just stop? Because the problem of Nigeria now is, because that is why they went to Kenya to kidnap our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see all these terrorism, all these things that you see, the only problem now they are having now is Biafra. And this problem started since before 1967, and since 1967, it came out, it busted out into a full-blown war. But the world refused to carry it. So as a result of genocide, they were killing them, they stabbed so many innocent children to death. So now, I'm going to say 2 months to make everything easy. These 2 months, let nobody support them, give them anything. I believe that they are Nigeria, they are giants, and their problem is Biafra. Their problem is there is those boys in Okigwe, because now all the ammunition, all the whole everything now is now in Okigwe. So I would like to see if this can happen for just 2 months. For just 2 months, then the world now will now see the truth. But the one that they have done before, that they did not confess, that they have refused to say. Just 2 months, all these testimonies that we have been saying since, that you people have refused to believe. After 2 months, if people cease, and after 2 months, if Nigerian government, if all of them from A to Z did not start coming and start testifying and start confessing more than us, the way, the manner and the way the atrocities, both the one that they have committed before and the one they are committing now, both the one we know and both the one we do not know, both the one we have been telling you and both the one we have not been telling you, please just forget about anything that is this, that we are, just forget about everything that we are doing, because I think it has gotten to that extent. Because it has gone to the extent that we should check something. The world should check something. The international community should check something. Let us test something. If you can give us these 2 months alone, let us use this opportunity of these 2 months to force Nigeria to confess to the world the atrocities, the evil that they have been doing. Because this time around, they will be needing your help, but you will not mind them. So because you are not minding them, they will be forced to confess. They will be forced to cry out. Because this one that they are proposing already, they are already crying. But they have to put it in this manner because they know that, you know, there are so many things going on. They have to bring it in this manner just to test the faith of the weak, or some of the weak, of, you know, or those who are you know, believing in what the Biafran government is doing. I will yield my mic here. Thank you very much. I will come back. Thank you. Thank you, my host. Thank you, each and every one of us. God bless us.
Thank you so much, 1 million. Thank you so very much for your submission. That was so insightful. Thank you. So, because we have to raise our voices, we don't need any sale of arms to the terrorist government. Yeah, we don't need it. But at the same time, we Biafrans have to fund our freedom. It's our decision to do it. Nobody will do it for us. Thank you so very much. And Biafra Liaison, you have the mic if you are close to your mic. Onye one of Biafra line, are you there?
Yeah, I
Remove your earpiece. It's hindering us from hearing you clearly. If you
don't
can.
have. I don't put that here.
Ah,
I
your
don't.
line is breaking.
Somebody's mic is open. I
Who's?
need to mute. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Can you mute our sister? His mic is making noise. Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I greet you, the host, Wada Tutors. I greet you, 1 million, Hardcore himself, Asestra, Holland, and Ben Wabo. Everyone in the space, I greet every one of you. May the peace of the Lord be with every one of us here. Let me discuss the topic we have. Our topic says BRGIE, why the US-Nigeria arm deal is a red flag. There is so many reasons why there is a red flag in this US-Nigeria arm deal. I just want to briefly point out some of the red flags to US, especially to Mr. Donald Trump, the man that we respect so much. The entire Biafra respects Donald Trump so much. We believe that Donald Trump is the only man who always follows justice and respects the rule of law. We want Donald Trump to know that Nigeria is working with Hamas. Nigeria is working with Iran. As a matter of fact, Nigeria is going to recognize Iran, not even going.
Onyenyere, you are addressing United States, not Donald Trump, please. Please.
Because the armed deal they are requesting is from United States, not UN. I'm trying to let United States to know what Nigeria stands for. So why I'm saying all these things is for them to know that Nigeria is a terrorist country and they must not give any arm to this Nigeria. They must not sell any arm to Nigeria, because selling arm to Nigeria means that they are giving arms to Nigeria to come and fight Biafrans. Because all these terrorist group in the northern part of Nigeria, when last have they seen Nigeria troop going to combat these terrorist all these terrorist group in their land? They only move all their troop in our land, in Biafra land, and in our land, that is where they are using all the weapons they are acquiring
to kill our people because we are looking for freedom. And that is why we are calling on United States of America not to allow these people to buy any arm from them. But we are going to tell them what we want. It's left for them to decide. But what we are, the only way we are anchoring our trust and our hope is on Chukwu Okike Abiama. I just want every Biafrans to know that it is only Chukwu Okike Abiama that we have our hope on. He is the only one that can save us. We will do the little we can do as a man. And that is why we are doing the one we are doing as a man. I just want Biafrans to see that what is happening in this cause of our freedom is a repetition of history. When you check of what happens to Israelites, you will see that the same thing is what is happening. There comes a time in Israelite when Pharaoh was looking to destroy all the male children, all the male child in Israel, in Israel. But right now in Biafra land, the same thing is happening. Nigeria military are walking house to house, bringing our men, our male children, destroying our male children. What I am trying to say is this, that Nigeria has becoming the Pharaoh that we are seeing right now. And I want us to know that Chukwu Okike Abiama destroyed the Pharaoh that we read about in the Bible. And the same thing is going to happen in Nigeria. How God will do it is going to be surprise to us. We all will be asking ourselves, how come this thing happened? I want to just ask us a question. How come upon all the ammunition Nigeria have, they are still asking for more? What happened to the ones they have? That means they are losing. That is what it simply means. Nigeria is losing this war and they are going to lose. That's why I want to sing this song for we to know that our only trust is in Chukwu Okike Abiama. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Follow Biafrans, I want you to know that Chukwu Okike Abiama will do that thing that men will be asking how come this thing happened. All I want us to do is to anchor our trust in Chukwu Okike Abiama, the only beginning and the end. The only one who does what no man can do. He is the one that does what no man can do. There is nothing impossible for him to do. And he have said that, I have heard your cry. The children of Biafra, the Chukwu Okike Abiama is telling you that he have heard your cry. And your cry have touches him. And he is coming to rescue you. So what I'm asking us to do is to do that which is in our position to do. What is that is in our position to do? Is to fund our men. In that little that you are bringing, that is where Chukwu Okike Abiama will manifest his miracle. I want you to remember that it was I think it was 5 loaves of bread and two pieces of fish that Chukwu Kikabiama used to feed thousands. This is a miracle of God. He is looking for what is in your hand. What is it? What is in your hand? What is that is in your hand? Like he asked Moses, what is that is in your hand? And Moses said, it is a rod, a staff. And he said, stroke it on that river, and the river will be divided. Chukwu Kikabiama is asking you, Biafrans, what is that is in your hand? And that is why you must make your fund available for God to use it to do miracle for us. We are going to win. I want to round up by encouraging my BDF, Biafra Defense Forces. I want to sing this song for them, to cheer them up, to let them know that Chukwu Kikabiama is with them. They should not panic. He that is with them is greater than he that is with Nigeria. Ekwensu ọ ga-emeri unu n'agha si mba o. Bute ụzọ ekwensu Nigeria ọ ga-emeri unu n'agha si mba o. Gentle Nigeria ọ ga-emeri gị n'agha si mba o. Njemekọb Nigeria ọ ga-emeri gị n'agha si mba o. Entire Biafra, entire biele Nigeria ọ ga-emeri unu n'agha si mba o. Si mba o Nwachukwu si mba o. Anyị nwere Jehova Shama ewo. Anyị nwere Chukwu nke na-adị ndụ ewo. Chukwu Okike Abịama ga-azakwa anyị ekpere ewo. Ewo Nwachukwu ewo. Thank you very much. I yield my mic here. Ndewo Biafrans. Thank you.
Thank you, Nyengere, one of Biafra. I want to sing one of your songs that I love so much. And if you're on speaker, you cannot mute yourself and join this song. Honeyman, Thank you so very much. Yes, our help in ages past. He will do what no man can do for us. That is why he is our God. That's it. I just want to make an appeal to all the American Christians out there who are listening to us. I just want you to imagine yourself. Tomorrow is Sunday, or maybe you enter because of time difference. Maybe you're in the church worshiping God, when armed men will just burst into your church with weapons made in your own country. You see? And they first of all shoot at your pastor and begin to shoot and kill the congregation. And the weapons that are using are manufactured in your own country, approved by your representative. How will you feel? I just want you all to know that you have a voice to play. You have a role to play. Your voices in America will go far, because this is what is happening to Christians in Biafra land right now. Nigerian terrorist government is requesting to buy arms from your government to kill Biafrans, to kill your brothers and sisters. How can you remain silent? How about you, pastor that is preaching? How will you tell your congregation to join their voices? I want you to do that tomorrow. America have so many African pastors, especially Biafran pastors, not only Americans, in every other Western countries. We have churches there. Let us put our voices together and stop this mess that is happening. You see, America, we know is the leader of the free world and they support democracy and human rights. But your weapons, if you sell it to Nigeria, will be used to crush everybody in our homeland. You guys stopped Boko Haram when you discovered that they were receiving aid. Now stop these armed sales to Nigeria. Stop it, because you know it will end up in the same terrorist hands. It's our right to exist. Please, please, we beg you. United Nations, I know you've never listened to us. Maybe this time around you will listen. African Union, you are there. European Union, you are there. I know Black lives does not matter, but it will matter one day. And that is why we've decided to, speak for ourselves. You have mechanism to prevent this ongoing genocide that is happening. Use them. We are begging on you, use them. Because if these weapons are approved and are handed over to Nigerian forces that integrate their terrorists, you know what will happen next. Please stop it before it starts. This is your Rwanda moment I mentioned previously. This is your opportunity to prevent this genocide. Instead of apologizing to us after, we don't want apology afterwards. Stop it now. Because American weapons are used to massacre Biafrans and Christians, and you do nothing to stop it. Excuse me, history will judge you. We are calling on everyone, my fellow Biafrans as well. I want you to think about the person you love most in this world. I want you to think about your mother. Even if your mother is still alive, all the elderly women are your mother. Your own children, your spouses, your siblings. Picture their faces right now. In 6 months' time, if these weapons reach Nigeria, they might be dead. Shot by an American gun, what you want? In the hands of the Nigerian terrorists? If American Congress approve this? Is that the future that you want, or is that the legacy that you leave for your children? Our fathers and mothers died in the first Biafra war because the world armed Nigerian against us. Britain gave them weapons. Even Soviet Union gave them weapons as well. And millions of people died from bullet and starvation. Now history wants to repeat itself. Let us raise this war cry. Let's raise this war cry. It's not a matter of sitting down or listening to us. Pick up the mic. We have a voice. By this time, we have a voice. This time, we have the internet. We have the social media. We have the international advocacy tool, and one of them is our lobbies, which we have to fund. This time, we can fight back before the weapons even arrive. We can fight back, and that is why we are here. So the question is not whether Nigeria will continue trying to kill us. They have been doing that for decades, we know. The question is whether America will give them better tools to do it faster and more efficiently. That is the problem now. So we have one chance to stop this. One chance to prevent American weapons from being used in Biafra land to kill us. If we fail, if we don't act now, if we don't make our voices heard, then we have become complicit in our own destruction. The armed deals can be stopped, but only if we make it too politically costly for American politicians to approve. That is us coming together with one voice and said no. Only if we make it too morally unbearable for American Christians to ignore. Only if we make it too economically damaging for American companies to pursue. We can do it with our voices. The power is in our hands. Ndi Bayi, I don't know why I've been calling us Ndi Bayi since morning. I'm calling us Ndi Bayi. The question is, will we use it? That is the question. Freedom is not free, Ndi Bayi. And our freedom will cost us everything we are willing to give for it. Republic government in exile, they are acting seriously. But only if we are willing to fight for it. Fight for our restoration with every resources we have. Financially, politically, morally, and otherwise. Every Biafran who acts as a patriot listening to us from this moment, or even those that have listened and have gone to bed, Biafrans who make sacrifices for our collective freedom, they are all heroes, and we appreciate all of them. Every Biafran who refuses to be silent while America weapons, while Nigeria is demanding weapons to target our people. God bless all of you. Yes, I think I've seen some hands here. Senior citizen, yeah, hold on. Senior citizen have been before trying to speak. You have to give her a chance, okay? Because our internet is not stable. Then we'll come back to you. Hold on. Yes.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Senior citizen Stella, you. Hello. Senior citizen. I think she's not here. Hold on, you can go. I'll bring her down, then bring her up again. Hold on, you can go ahead.
All right, thank you. My sister, I want to appreciate you.
Okay,
I want
I don't come on.
Oh yeah, no problem, Sister Stella. Let me step down so that you can speak first.
Yeah, thank you, Holland. Senior citizen, go ahead.
Okay, he gave me space. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ataya on my tuntok bogana naira yatago. And talk bogana jamma kamku wanji yatago. I need to pay up my tithes. Okay. So guys, I salute everyone. No, na bona chio Biafrans. I salute everyone. And the topic is why the US-Nigeria armies deal US-Nigeria army deal is a red flag for Biafrans lives.
Arms deal. US Nigeria arms
Why
deal.
US Nigeria arms? Sorry, Nigeria arms deal is a red flag. Yes, it's a red flag, oh. But anyway, it's only a proposal. You understand? Now, American government have not agreed yet. It's only a proposal, but we don't want to underrate Nigeria because they have dealt with us enough. And this is why we must touch light on this to make sure also that America is also aware and very clear of the situation on ground. And this is why we are here. So it won't be like 1967 when the Nigeria terrorist Islamic government monopolized the media. And so the world, they didn't understand what was going on at all. They didn't understand at all. The whole propaganda was going only for Nigeria, and they dealt with us, massacred well over 6 million Biafrans. 3 million children were stabbed to death. The other three were killed with the hands of terrorist Islamic Nigeria through bombing. They made so much allies, countries that didn't understand what was going on. But this time, but that war have not stopped. Though. The only thing that now they became more smart, like chief of defense staff of terrorist Islamic Nigeria government said that Musa said that they are now fighting on asymmetric war. Last time we saw Musa going everywhere buying ammunitions. We also saw official Labat who traveled out to buy ammunitions, and you'll be wondering. And when he's asked, whom are you going to fight? He will tell you Boko Haram. But I tell you, the vice president of this same Nigeria, where Musa is the chief of defense staff, is the founder of Boko Haram. You can imagine. And then they will tell you they are going out. Nigeria government will tell you they've gone out to buy ammunition to fight the bandits. The bandit is equal to Boko Haram. Boko Haram is equal to Nigerian military. Why? Because the same Musa, the chief of defense staff, have told us that Boko Haram have repented. I mean, when he said Boko Haram have repented, imagine Boko Haram person repenting from jihad. That's what it means. Meanwhile, they told you when you are killed or when you kill somebody in this same jihad, you go to paradise. And then this same Musa is telling you that Boko Haram have repented. So what I'm trying to say that it's not possible that Boko Haram repents. It's not possible that bandits repent because they have one and only mission, which is to establish Islamic Nigerian nation, which they've almost achieved. The only thing that is disturbing them is Biafra nation. That is mostly Christians and traditional religion. You understand? So I want to talk to America. Please don't be deceived though. Don't be biased though. Don't be confused though. The founder of the bandit is the vice president of Nigeria. His name is Shetima. He is the founder of the bandits themselves. What caused that 1967 war that they confuse you people about has been Islamizing everybody in Nigeria. So the people or the tribe that refused, they came against them militarily, which were Biafra. The same thing is still going on. And in fact, from that 1967 till now, Nigeria government have killed well over 20 million M for million Biafrans on the altar of trying to keep Nigeria one. So when you hear terrorist Islamic Nigeria government telling you they have made proposal of ammunition to America. America, if you give them those ammunitions, you are helping them to kill more Christians and more Biafrans. And I want to remind you of what you said, President Trump. We love you so much. Our people have also died because of you, because we supported you. Our people were happy that you came into power that year. Terrorist Islamic Nigeria went inside the field where they were jubilating concerning you and massacred well over 300 of them. You understand? So, for love, we love you. But I want to remind you of what you said when you went to Middle East. You told them that these terrorists that have been creating problem within them, that they should pursue them, send them packing away from their communities, send them away from their mosque, send them away from your for your church, from your streets, send them away from your town, and send them away from this world. Is that same people you're telling them about? They are the same people that are occupying Nigerian government as I speak. So when you agree their weaponry proposal, you are putting back ammunitions into the same people you said they should send away, and you give them more grants to kill us the more. They have been killing us. And our government, Biafra Republic government in exile, have been in your Washington DC to discuss our plight. You understand? Please, we are begging you. Don't approve weaponry to Islamic terrorist Nigeria government, because they are on Islamic jihad. They say they want to wipe everybody out. They will come into the church and ask them, you want to be a Christian or you want to be a Muslim? You say you want to be a Christian, they chop off your neck. In fact, this time they're not even going only in the church, they're moving along the streets. 2 days ago, we saw, you go to my X handle, you will see it. Where they went into the streets of, what's the name of this town? Okigwe. And said they're beheading every male child, every male, every boy, every man they see on the street. They started beheading all of them and burning down their houses. So if you can imagine giving them more sophisticated weapons, hey, terrorist Islamic jihadist Nigeria government will wipe the rest of the Nigerians out. They will wipe Christians out. They will wipe Biafrans out that is left, because already they've been killing us. Like I told you, from 1967 till date, they have killed Islamic jihadist terrorist Nigeria government have killed well over 20 M for million Biafrans on the altar of trying to keep Nigerians one. And these people that are Islamized or that have Islamized Nigeria are foreigners. Sir, they are called Fulani Mujahid Arabs. They are the same Arab you went to the Middle East to talk to. These people, they have become world bullies. Wherever they go to, they bully the people. The same people you talk to in the Middle East, they are the same people in our own land there. They have been there. They have massacred the tribe that is called Hausa, dealt with them. They have massacred the Yorubas. They say this is our own town, because a lot of the Hausas and Yoruba have been converted to Islam. But the Biafrans, we are called the African Jews, the African Hebrews, the West African Hebrews. And they know it. So they are coming with speed against us. Sir, President Trump, please, 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 don't approve any weaponry. Don't give them. Don't let them tell you any amount of, they will tell you like they did with Finland. I want to give you, allegedly, We will give you 60 years supply of free crude oil. Just hand us the Simon Epa. And since today, Finland have kept Simon Epa in their dungeon, in their prison as I speak. He's been there now for up to a year. Should we talk about our leader, Mazen Nandekano, this same terrorist, jihadist, Islamic Nigeria government? They have held our leader for the past 5 years inside their dungeon for no. In fact, they kidnapped him all the way from Kenya into Nigeria. He's been under their custody till today, as I speak. Over 5 years. Sir, this letter I'm writing to you, President Trump. Don't listen to, you see, this Islamic terrorist jihadist Nigeria government. They are originally from Iran. They are called Fulani Mujahid Arabs. They worked with Britain, and Britain handed them over Nigeria government under the platter of gold. Since then, they have been leading Nigeria, maltreating Nigerians, killing Nigerians, massacring Christians, massacring Biafrans. In fact, the former, what do you call it? The former leaders there even gave them some ammunitions, because if you go to my handle now, you will see some debris we got in Biafra land. Those debris are written "Made in America." Your predecessors, they have failed before. Please, don't fall into this trap. We know you are a peace lover and peacemaker. Please, sir, in fact, recognize Biafra nation so that, in fact, dissolve Nigeria. Dissolve it at least into pieces, into 3 pieces at least. Let Hausas have their own nation, Yoruba their own nation, Biafrans their own nation. Fulani, push them, sir. They should go back to Futajelon, where they came from. This is where they are not Nigerians. They are not from that geographical location at all. They are Mujahid Arabs. How can Arabs be ruling Africans? In this 21st century, in this global world, how can Arabs be ruling Africans? Sir, President Trump, consider our plight this afternoon. Don't approve ammunition to terrorist jihadist Nigeria government. They cannot repent. They are on jihadist or jihad agenda. Don't let them deceive you. Don't let them buy you over. They will tell you they will supply you 60 years free of gold or uranium or gas free. They will tell you we will pipe it from Biafra land straight to America. Please, sir, don't listen to them. Don't agree. If not so, they will wipe us out. They don't care. These people are not Nigerians after all. They want to take over the geographical location when they must have finished killing all the Nigerians. Sir, please, this is what I came to ask. Therefore, what will you do, Biafrans? Continue to fund your recognitions. Continue to fund your liberation. That's the only way forward. As we ask and pray to God that President Trump must not listen to their approval or must not approve their weaponry supplies. In Jesus' name, amen. I pray. Tutor, thank you for the opportunity you have given me. I stop here and bye.
Thank you, senior citizen. You know, when we don't hear your voice in a day, we are like, where is she? We've noticed everybody's voice, and when we miss you, we look for you. I was just waiting. If by the time I want to end, I did not hear your voice, I will go and message you in your inbox and say, where are you? My people, I just want us to know that we are making waves. Now, this Fulani son that is the governor, Nigerian governor in Biafra land, what is his name? The illegitimate governor of Ebonyi state. He is now speaking the same language as Sultan of Sokoto. And guess what he is saying? He is saying that social media is destroying Nigeria and is urging Tinubu to restrict it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that social media is destroying Nigeria? Urges Tinubu to restrict. I bet Tinubu will come and switch off my internet or me. Tinubu will come and close our spaces. I don't understand. Or our YouTube channel. Do you see that BRGIE? Because it is only the spaces and social media handles of BRGIE that is exposing these terrorists. So if you think that when you come here that you are wasting your time, no. That is why we said a few days ago, my voice, my safety. What we are doing since yesterday on this topic, US have listened to us. America congressmen and women, they have listened to us. And that is why Nigeria is panicking. When I saw this headline, I was like, oh, Guinea Kwando. So they are beginning to panic. We must intensify. You know, we are learning keywords from our defense. We learn keywords from David. We learn keywords from each and every one of us that pick a mic. Now, the new head vocabulary now is intensifying. Yes, so we have learned classified, we have learned declassified, we have learned extinction. We are now using it because this is the vocabulary that we have to use so that the world will understand what we are talking about. So another way to use intensify has come. We have to intensify in the media war. We have to intensify in our Ejema and Eje because the war in our land has been intensified. You see how the world is moving around. And that is the reason why this Fulani son, the boy of a Ebonyi state, because it's Tinubu that put him there. Yes, Tinubu single-handedly put this idiot where he is. Now look at his face like Hamatan shit. Hamatan will soon come. Now, I believe most of you have seen Hamatan shit in your place when you were in the village because we do open a defecation on the road. As the Hamatan shit will squeeze face. Look at his face like Hamatan shit. Telling Tinubu, urging him to restrict it. And I wonder how he should tell him how to restrict it. There are mad people everywhere. Sorry for that. I just came across it. I said I should let my people know that there is no time that is wasting here. We have to intensify in everything that we are doing while they have carried out media blockade. Because if we were waiting for them to tell our stories, they will never tell our stories. It is our responsibility to tell our stories. So Holland, are you there? Holland, are you close to your mic? Holland, you thought that a senior citizen would.
Yes. I'm
Oh,
here.
yeah, mic.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Citizens
Hello?
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, please, first and foremost, please, let Sister Tuto, Sister Tuto have a co-host so I know will not get off because no, I can see that no, his network is having a challenge one way or the other. Please, so I beg. Hello, am I out?
Yeah, go ahead. Stop
Good.
looking at you.
Okay. Thank you very much, and I want to greet everyone, both everyone in the listening station, and I want to appreciate this opportunity to lend my voice because my voice out here to the world is going a long way to bring safety for me and in abroad because whatever touches you from home can make
Hold
it.
on, please hold
Hello?
on. If you are in this space
Okay.
and you have not shared this, hold on, please, 1 minute, sorry. If you are in this space and you have not shared this space, what are you waiting for? I just gave you a serious update now. That is part of what you have been doing. That they are panicking that we are destroying Nigeria. You sharing the space is part of your contribution to destroy this Nigeria. And you have not shared the space. I don't know, every time we keep on saying the same thing over and over and over again. Please, my people, share the space. It is free of charge. Thank you. Hold on. Go ahead, please.
All right. Thank you very much, Ito. I've just take it as a point of duty before I will even come to the space to listen. I will first and foremost share it. And
Holland, are you there? We can't hear you.
first
Are you
thing,
there? We can't hear you, Holland.
okay, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me now? Am I
Yeah, go
up?
ahead, please.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
please, I want us to dim it, please. Let's try to share the space. While that one is going on, our voice that is going far is bringing us safety one way or the other, because the safety we are talking about is affecting our oppressors. The safety we are here preaching every day is hitting hard.
Holland, we can't. Can anybody else hear him? Maybe it's from my side.
And
Holland,
this should
are you
be, yes, sir. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? I'm here.
there? Yeah, we can hear you again. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now, please, and this should be an avenue for us to do so. Why I take one of the 4 point of point of discussion from this topic we have here, we are asking to investigation, and we have make it easy for them. Number 1 point of investigation has landed on their table. Our testimony has landed on their table. Let the investigation start from there. Number 2 point is that no, we are not hidden. We are not fighting and hiding. We are on the space here, and everything we are talking about can be investigated. We are not doing a propaganda work here. We are not propagandists. We are here with evidences saying what we are passing through. This should be a point of duty of investigation for United States. And as a
Holland, we can't hear you again.
that is where
Hello, is everything okay? Internet okay?
hello, someone's mic is up. I can
Yeah,
something.
let's
Can I be here by everyone now?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Because I
So
can see, I've been announcing tomorrows. I can't get this. I can't refresh the space. If it goes down, no problem.
okay, throw it to me, then, please. We can't afford to go off line. It's not possible, because the reason is that what we are really doing here is going far. Is going far. Whether we like it or not, it doesn't matter. Our number here is going far. There are people that are going to listen to this, investigate what we are doing, and definitely our voice is going across the globe. While we are doing that, please, the investigation department of the state, the truth can prevail against all iotas of propaganda and lies that the Nigerian terrorist state has pushed out to the world. And it's all very, very obvious that even when they thought that no truth can be hidden, lie has found its way to prevail. It is not Biafran that went to Canada. There is no way you can hide a leopard with this color. It will always, always, always come to be. They keep exposing themselves, and if the due diligence can be carried out by Canada, as big as they are, and their courts can recognize them as a terrorist state, means a lot. It should mean a lot to United States. It should mean a lot to any nation of this world that our voices are spreading to. It should go as a concern to them. And may I just use this opportunity, not out of fear, the United Arab Emirates that has posted the name listed of the so-called terrorists of Nigerians that are in power and in position both in past and in present that failed, Nigerian state failed to publish themselves out. It's not going to be hard for you to proscribe Nigeria as well from there as a terrorist state. I would put it straight again to Kenya.
Okay, Socrates, can you conclude what is wrong with them? Maybe he's having challenges with his internet. Hold on, please hold on. Let Emeka go while you sort your out. Yeah.
Okay. I think he has to do something about his picture. The guy has to go out first and let there be stability here before he comes back. Because he is the one actually causing the obstruction to the network. I think he has to drop first. Can you tell him to drop first? Or is it coming from you that he's complaining? Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Okay, all right. Because it seems to be somebody somewhere, maybe not Holland, but there is somebody whose speaker is on and is disturbing everybody. Or the Holland should drop first and come back again. I think he should do that. Okay, on that note, anyway, tutors, thank you very much, and Emeka and the house, NK. It's nice to be here once again, and the topic is quite interesting. I've read a bit about what happened. I think it's more like a proposal. I don't think it's an approval to supply the arms. Anyway, we must take note at this time and start acting before it gets worse. I'll start by going back the understanding what terrorism is all about. And let's define it again so that it will become clear, because the military equipment that the US is said to be considering to supply to Nigeria is meant to be used in combating terrorism. So it's for combating terrorism. So, and when they said that, we will now need to understand what they are looking at. Who do they think the terrorists are? And what do they think the position of Nigeria as a country, or the government of Nigeria, the current regime, what their position is with respect to terrorists and terrorism? Because that is what matters. What do they think? What do they understand by terrorism on their own part? And what do they think the position of the Nigerian government, of Nigeria as a state, and then the current Nigerian government is with respect to terrorists and terrorism? Now, terrorism, again, is the use of force and intimidation, violence, largely against individuals in order to achieve either an ideological goal or a political goal, okay? the use of violence or intimidation of individuals, civil society, civilians generally, to push forward and advance and achieve either an ideological goal or a political goal. Okay, so when you're talking about ideological goal, it could include your beliefs in your culture. It could include your religious beliefs. It could also include your belief in the kind of civilization or any kind of thing related to societal behaviors and attitudes. But then a political goal, of course, we know politics is about the sharing of power and all that. So that's where it comes into. So it's not always about politics. Ideological goals could also be there. If somebody believes, for instance, that the whole world is still in the age of migration, whereas we know the whole world is not still in the age of migration, has long gone, because we know there was Stone Age, there was Iron Age, there were all kinds of ages through which the world has passed. And then there was an age of migration, which when people started moving from locations to occupy certain territories, and that brought about the current state of things where you have particular people in particular locations. You know, Europe is occupied by some people. Even when you go within Europe, there are some people, Europeans of a kind like the Scandinavians, they are in a particular area. Even if you go to the Americans, you find also how they migrated those from the Britain and all that to that place. You saw the people they met there, including the Mexicans whom they pushed out of Texas and all that. So people, when you go to Asia, you find some particular kind of people, the Indians, the Pakistanis, the Suriname, and all those kind of people, they have some kind of look and they are there. Then you go to the other side of Asia where you have China, some kind of people. So there had been migration that led to certain people being in certain area. When you go to the Arabian area, the Middle East, you still see them having some kind of look, some commonality among them. But if somebody now still has that belief that we are still in the age of migration, that is his ideology. And if the person wants to drive that home by violence, by intimidation, that is terrorism. So on that note, I now want to go into this. What the US, if they will ever do that, like giving Nigeria arms to go after terrorists, do they really understand what Nigeria's idea and belief about terrorism is? What do they think is Nigeria's definition of terrorism? Is Nigeria's definition of terrorism correct or wrong? Is it skewed? Because they might not know Nigeria, the meaning of terrorism to the Nigerian state and to the Nigerian government. Nigeria's idea of terrorism, their belief, they draw it from terror. And terror is like awe or fear or some kind of thing. Generally, when in an ordinary sense of looking at the word terror, is like instilling fear, instilling awe, so that the person is more like intimidated, that kind of thing. So whatever Nigeria makes Nigerians to be afraid or makes them to fear is terror. And from there, anybody or anything which, when they think about it, it frightens them, it makes them to fear, becomes a terrorist kind of thing. And if they think that somebody is asking for something which they are afraid of, the person is a terrorist. The person might not be violent. The person might not be using any arms or any intimidation, but that idea, the fear of that thing, and it strikes terror into them when they are afraid of that, that makes it terrorism. That comes to what Biafra is to the Nigerian. The creation of Biafra, that Biafra should have a state of their own, strikes fear in the Nigerians. It makes them feel unsafe because they don't have self-belief. They don't have any self-esteem. They're even shameless about it. They believe that to survive on earth, they need oil to survive. Without the resources of Biafra, they cannot survive. So it strikes fear in them. Consequently, the mention of Biafra is terror to them, and anybody talking about Biafra is a terrorist. The person is terrorizing them. Once you mention Biafra, you are terrorizing a Nigerian. This is the truth. Consequently, Biafra, the fact that we are looking for Biafra, even if you beg them through prayers, you carry the Bible, carry the Quran, and kneel down and beg them, that the idea that they feel that this is going to make them lose something, that fear they have, that awe in them that it means we are all going to die because there will be no oil there, it makes you a terrorist. This, I'm telling you, everybody in the world, whether America, UK, or anywhere, Canada, this is Nigeria's belief of terrorism. It's not about violence. They know we are not violent. They have been one killing us everywhere. They've been killing. The other day, I listed up to 40-something times they've been killing. We've never done it once. But the fact is, they fear that they will not be part of the oil. They will not be able to enjoy the gas. That strikes fear in them. That strikes awe in them. That strikes terror in them. That is terror to them. Consequently, Biafra becomes terror to them. Now, if US is now thinking of going to give Nigeria arms to go and fight terrorists, you are giving them arms to fight Biafra because that is the only thing they know to be terrorists to them. Because it strikes fear in them. This is very simple. If you don't believe the way I have gone about it, let me give you examples. When a Nigerian looks at a people who come in and kill 200 and take over their land, they go to another place, kill 50, take over their land, they go somewhere else, massacre and bring out babies and take over the land and rule and take taxes from those people. And Nigeria says those people are business people, that they are better than Biafra. Then you can see. Meanwhile, Biafra has no arms, it's not fighting them, but it's begging them, just please, come and put ballot boxes at our marketplaces and let us vote. And that is terror. But killing them and having mass burials is not terror. So you see, if you go and give Nigeria guns, you are giving them to fight whom they know as terror, or what they know as terror and whom they know as terrorists. And the person they know as terrorists is the person that is begging them for freedom. So we cannot really separate the US government from Trump himself, because whatever happens is under Trump's government. So for those mentioning him, it's okay, because what stops him is stable. Whatever he needs to do, or anybody needs to do to make people understand, they have to understand that Nigeria's definition and idea of terror is different from theirs. Nigeria condones those people whom they, the US, UK, Canada, and all everywhere, understand to be terrorists. Those people are businessmen to Nigeria, because Nigeria itself is Terrorist Republic of Nigeria. So terrorism is normal with them, it's part of their lives. They are already terrorists on us because they have been holding us hostage for 50-something or 60-something years now against our will. And they are killing every day and taking over our place, holding us without any kind of constitution or agreement between us and them. They have a constitution that is not of a social contract nature, but is just of martial law. That is terrorism on its own. And when we talk, they want to kill us, or they actually go about killing, like you've been seeing what they're doing even today in Okigwe. So if you are giving Nigeria guns, you are giving them guns to go and fight against those seeking for freedom, against those seeking for the implementation of the United Nations Charter and all, and of course, the Montevideo Convention criteria. That is whom you are giving them guns to go and fight, because that is what terror is to them. Those are the people they regard as terrorists. The Boko Haram that is taking over their states in the north, they are not caring about that. That is not terrorism. They have not declared the Fulani herdsmen terrorists again, because they say those ones are just wearing cows. But we know those ones are military groups of the Boko Haram and this one. They don't call those terrorists. So United States have to beware of this. And know that if you give Nigeria guns, if you give them bombs, they are going to bomb the indigenous people. They are going to bomb those who are asking for freedom. They are going to bomb those who want to free themselves from terrorists, because they are the ones bringing terrorists in. Now, look at these bandits they call bandits. The bandits are actually the military arm for the another arm of the military for Boko Haram implementing what they want. That is what the military is doing. That is what what they call them, the bandits are. They are just another advanced level, brutal group for Boko Haram to implement what they want to do. Meila Fear, the man they later killed, said so. So what they do is they are systematically taking out people, the same sort of methods that they used in Turkey and everywhere in those Arabian countries to take over the land. That's what they're implementing there. Go kill and drive the people away and take over their land. And they pretend that this has no political agenda, that it has no agenda of creating a state that is Islamic and completely taking over. They pretend about that. But at least US has their envoys in Lagos here, and they have them in Abuja. What have they told the US government? Aren't they telling them what these people are doing? So if they feel that it is nice to arm people against these people, and Nigeria has not called them terrorists, so Nigeria will never fight against these people, because Nigeria don't see these people as terrorists. But these are the people who are killing, whether you call them Christians, whether you identify them as indigenous people. So that is another way to look at it. Now, we have seen so many times, and we have said it, Nigeria state sold out the country for their agenda to be able to implement, to have here an Islamic state completely in Nigeria. It is coming from the Arabic world. They want to bring Arabic civilization. It is not just an internal problem, and I want the United States to understand that. It is a global problem of trying to take over this whole world, including the US itself. The Nigeria case is advanced because they want to have a powerful country in Africa, which they regard as the most powerful. They consider it to be their home. So that is why the government, which Buhari, who is this sort of illiterate, uneducated person, and you know how one educated person drives their own beliefs so hard, without reason, without common sense. That was why he told them he was going to give them Nigeria and brought them in to conduct the election. The election which brought him in was a brutal one, and he brought them in. And they gave them a promise. It is a pact, a clean pact made that they should take over the country completely. Immediately he came in, they started loading them in trailers, in hundreds of trailers I kept seeing from 2015. And even today, if I make any trip, I will still see trailers coming down south. They want to take over the place. So this is what is happening. And now these are the people who are killing everybody. Now, when they go out to sack villages, to kill hundreds, sometimes these indigenous people regroup and pursue them. We have seen so many cases, the US and their envoys in Lagos and Abuja should confirm, where the indigenous people reorganized and pursued these people to return the attack. At the point the indigenous people would be going to capture them, helicopters by Nigerian military will go there and bomb the individual people. It has happened again and again and again, and they say it's a mistake. Are you believing, is US believing that those bombings are by mistake? How many bombings are you going to do mistakenly? You saw somebody pursuing, and you know the person, you know they have equipment, they have the bicycles or motorcycles, they have even armored cars they are using, and you saw that the villagers were regrouping. You go and bomb the villagers, they bomb the indigenous people against them. So that is what you are going to be doing with the arms you are giving to Nigeria. They are going to be used to bomb the indigenous people. So if US is equipping Nigeria, that is what you are equipping. You are equipping them to go and bomb the indigenous people. We have had so many cases where we have seen them dropping food, dropping ammunition, dropping all sorts of support to these people in the forest. US envoys in Lagos know it. Those in Abuja know it. They have been seeing it. So are they saying they don't know what Nigeria is going to do with these arms again when they supply to them? That's why somehow it looks like hypocrisy, because we know exactly what they know. The US knows. I'm telling you, there was a time when one of my cousins was going somewhere, and along the road, their vehicle was captured by some of these people, and they took them into the forest. In that forest, some white people rescued them in the thick Nigerian forest. White people, and those people came and they were saying it was a God that delivered them, that those people were angels. I told them there are no angels. We know that they are foreigners that monitor Nigerian forests. We know they know. You know, I know. You are here. So how can somebody now be still pretending he doesn't know that Nigeria is going to use this equipment against the indigenous people? So what have the envoys been saying? Okay, now let's go a little bit further. Recently, the US Assembly and all that they called some people and they were considering Nigeria, or whether they have actually done it, putting Nigeria in the countries of particular concern. So what kind of particular concern was that? Was it particular religious concern, or particular concern with respect to individuals, or was it with particular concern with respect to administration or a particular regime, or was it with particular concern to the country and its status as a whole? So if you have a country that you have already penciled down, either to study it or to actually put it in as a country of particular concern, why would you be supplying equipment to that country? Dangerous. Was it just because of Christianity or what? If they were of a particular concern, is the government itself of that country not of particular concern? Is it the individuals that are of particular concern? Are you considering just, or maybe there's a humanitarian crisis? Or is it that the government itself is of particular concern? And when you say that Nigeria is a failed state, that Nigeria is looking like a failed state, I would have thought that you are saying that that particular concern has to do with the fact that Nigeria itself is like a failed state, and that the government is not capable of performing its duties. So how can you now supply equipment to a country that you have listed that to be of particular concern administratively? That is a question mark again. All of this is pointing to one thing. The Nigerian state as a state has taken a decision to change the demography of this very country, to change the constitution in terms of ethnic groups, in terms of nationalities, in terms of the cultures and religions of the people. There is a very strong drive by government to change this place completely into an Arabic civilization, into a Muslim nation, into a world that is back in the medieval. It has gone so far that the military is taking over, so to it, right from the coming in of Buhari. To the extent that the traditional rulers and leaders in so many of the lands, all over the land, are being used to acquire lands to relocate these people from wherever, as if it's not as if they didn't have where they were staying. For God's sake, weren't these people somewhere? Are they dropping from the moon? They had a place where they were staying. So what is the drive now? What is the purpose of the drive to come and relocate them and change the demography, change the patrimony, change the identity, change the formation of the peoples of the land? What is the interest? It is from the Arabic world, where they are sponsored and heavily paid to achieve this. And the government is an Arabic government, bringing in Arabic civilization, Arabic religion, and Arabic culture to pollute and take over the lands of the people. That is the very government, not only government by regime, but government as a nation, as a country that it is, to change everything about it and reconstitute itself to another kind of state with a different identity. That is what Nigeria is doing. The man, one of the terrorists called Turiji, somebody from his area in the southwest, who had met him and spoken to him, was speaking already the other day. And the driver, I asked him to lower the volume, but I was still hearing because I don't like hearing them. But on that occasion, when he started talking, I said, driver, I don't want to hear. So I just stayed back, sitting. He still lowered it. He likes politics, and I don't like to hear about Nigeria. But I was still hearing him. The man was saying that he knew the Turiji very well. He had spoken to him and that in fact, the whole of all those locations where they said Turiji was, there was no forest there. I've forgotten the day because I hate to hear about Nigeria. He said there was no forest, so nobody would say that Turiji was hiding in any forest, because the idiot called Christopher Musa was saying all these terrorists, Turiji is a walking death or what, a walking corpse or whatever. And the man was saying that it was all a farce, that they knew where the man was, that there was no forest anywhere, there could be no forest anywhere to see the man, that all of them know, and the man was free there. So that shows you again, the man from their place is telling you that the government knows about it, the military know everything, and that they are the ones giving them arms, so they are covering them. So these are the people. The United States is giving arms. Is the United States or are their envoys in Abuja and Lagos saying they don't know this? They know. These people are covering them. They have an agenda. They speak a different thing in the public, but in their heart, they know what they are doing, and I know what they are doing. In the Northeast, a rep, I think Sonny played that one a few days ago, I've had it on their radio. A rep said that they equip them, that the people have more arms, the people have ammunition-loaded drones fighting, more sophisticated than that of Nigeria.
Brother, please check your inbox.
Oh, inbox? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So now, okay, so now when you look at that, you could see that they know themselves. Okay, all right. So thank you. So, all right. So now you could see that they themselves, he said there on the radio, that they are using heavy arms equipped by Nigeria to fight from the Northeast themselves, from the Borno and all those areas. So again, from the Northeast, it's still the same. Those who's, whether they are pretending or they are saying the truth, they say they know what these people are doing, and they are also saying the same thing, that the people are equipped, heavily equipped by Nigeria and by whoever is sponsoring them to take over their land. So again, are we saying we do not know? Is anybody saying he doesn't know? It's been coming from there. It came from Elafia. It came from Northeast. Elafia is not central. It came from Northeast, from the man I spoke regarding Turiji, from the one regarding Boko Haram and how they are bombing, how they are equipped with the drones. From the Northwest, the man that said he knows Turiji. So all over that place, they know them. They are equipping them. And we know that very, very well. So now, The Fulani terrorists themselves, they said that their cows do not beget guns. They said their cows cannot put to birth, and what comes out of their womb is guns, that the guns are given to them by Nigeria. We have had that now. They said the guns are given to them by Nigerian government. So, and everybody knows they are equipped by the Nigerian government to fight this war of changing the whole thing.
My brother,
So,
while we are enjoying your lectures, unfortunately, we have to stop because the information minister is live now.
Honorable Minister of Information is live for.
I'm
okay,
so sorry.
okay, all right. Okay, so let me just round up by saying that, look, giving Nigeria guns is giving them guns. They know they are organizing this. They have a purpose for it. So if you are giving them guns, they are going to use it for their own agenda, for their own purposes, which is to fight those ones who they consider as terrorists, whom you do not consider as terrorists. That is the UK, US, and everybody. Because nobody has tagged IPOB or Biafra Republic government in exile as terrorists. But Nigeria have been tagged as terrorists. Even Nigeria's court has condemned them as terrorists. When the High Court or the Appeal Court ruled that their abducting of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya was against the law, and it was a terrorist act. So they actually labeled Nigeria a terrorist state. So you cannot arm a terrorist state to go and fight against people whom they do not regard as terrorists, because they will be fighting those they regard as terrorists. And those that they regard as terrorists are those who are asking for something that they consider fearful to them. That is the independence of those people, which is Biafra. So whatever you give to them, they will never use it for your own purpose. They will use it to fight against their own definition of terrorism, which is freedom. That is what they are going to use it to do. They will fight and bomb indigenous people fighting terrorists. They will fight against those people who are looking for freedom, who want just a referendum, a voting for people to decide where to be. So I will just end there, but take a cue from Canada that has used the definition of terrorist and terrorism to label APC and the PDP as terrorist organizations, because actually that is what they are. During their elections, they intimidated people to drive a political agenda. They fought, they snap ballot boxes. That is pure classical terrorism. And Canada has defined it. So I expect US and every other country to understand terrorism by what it is and not by what any country, much more Nigeria terrorist state, calls terrorism. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. I was really enjoying your lectures, but what can we do? We have to join our information minister, who is already live in space. Thank you so much, Biafrans. Thank you for your contributions. I believe that the world have heard our cry that we don't want any armed deal with Nigeria and the US, because they are going to use it to kill Biafrans. It's rather unfortunate that we just have to cut it and end it here. Thank you so much. God bless you. So let us just move like this and join our information minister. See you all there. Thank you.